Hi friends, pleasant good morning to all of you, wishing you God's richest blessings, praying that all is well with you and the family. Now, this week our world has been ravaged by hurricanes. It's terrible, it's really terrible, and we also had an earthquake in Mexico, and these hurricanes are not finished with us as yet. And of course, the question that is going through my mind, and I'm certain in your minds, is, what really is going on? Of course, we know these are signs of the last days. Jesus is about to return, and he's doing all he can to help all of us to look up so that we can know that our redemption is drawing nigh. But there's a particular issue I want to share with you this morning, because as someone who believes in final events and Bible prophecy, and who believes in the writings of Ellen G. White, because I believe she was inspired by God to predict a whole lot of things that are going to happen in the future. One of the statements that she has made that I really want to share with you today is found in the book Great Controversy, chapter 36, starting from page 589. She said that Satan works through the elements also to garner his harvest of unprepared souls. He has studied the secrets of the laboratories of nature, and he uses all his power to control the elements as far as God allows. So Satan controls the elements. When he was suffered to afflict Job, Satan that is, how quickly flocks and herds, servants, houses, children were swept away, one trouble succeeding another as in a moment. It is God, she writes, that shields his creatures and hedges them in from the power of the destroyer. But the Christian world has shown contempt for the law of Jehovah, and the Lord will do just what he has declared that he would. What is it that the Lord has said he would do? He will withdraw his blessings from the earth and remove his protecting care from those who are rebelling against his law and teaching and forcing others to do the same. Satan has control of all whom God does not especially guard. That's a powerful statement. If God doesn't specially guard us, then Satan has control. He will favor and prosper some, Satan that is, in order to further his own designs. And he will bring trouble upon others and lead men to believe that it is God who is afflicting them, while appearing to the children of men as a great physician who can heal all their maladies. Satan will bring disease and disaster until populous cities are reduced to ruin and desolation. That is what Satan is predicted to do. And she said, even now he's at work in accidents and calamities, by sea and by land, in great conflagrations, in fierce tornadoes and terrific hailstorms, in tempests, in floods and cyclones, that's hurricanes, tidal waves and earthquakes, in every place and in 1,000 forms. Satan is exercising his power. Why is he doing all of this? He sweeps away the ripening harvest, and famine and distress follow. He imparts to the air a deadly taint, and thousands perish by the pestilence. And then, Ellen White writes in this book, Great Controversy, these visitations are to become more and more frequent and more disastrous. Mercy. Destruction will be upon both man and beast. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, Isaiah 24, 4 and 5 quoted here. The haughty people do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. And this is where it gets interesting for me. And this is what I want you to pay particular attention to. Then she says, and then the great deceiver Satan will persuade men that those who serve God are causing these evils. Can you imagine that? The class that have provoked the displeasure of heaven will charge all their troubles upon those whose obedience to God's commandments is a perpetual reproof to transgressors. It will be declared that men are offending God by the violation of the Sunday Sabbath. that this sin has brought calamities which will not cease until Sunday observance shall be strictly enforced. Are you getting it? Do you see where these things are leading and where they are heading? And that those who present the claims of the fourth commandment, thus destroying reverence for Sunday, are troublers of the people, preventing their restoration to divine favor and temporal prosperity. Thus, the accusation urged of old against the servant of God will be repeated and upon grounds equally established. Elijah was charged in 1 Kings 18, 17 and 19, and quoted here says, "And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that you have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Baalim." And then she says, "As the wrath of the people shall be excited by false charges, they will pursue a course toward God's ambassadors very similar to that which apostate Israel pursued toward Elijah." So where is this thing headed? Sister White says that these disasters are going to cause the apostates to say that it is the desecration of Sunday that is causing it, and they will want the Sunday law implemented. And that's why, last Sunday, Donald Trump asked for a day of prayer, and he kept saying this is unprecedented. I believe that was an experiment to see the reaction that he would have received, because the more these disasters continue, is the closer we get to the implementation of the mark of the beast, which we understand as the Sunday law. But I'm not worried, I'm excited, because these things tell us, Jesus said, when you see all these things, look up, lift up your head, because your redemption draweth nigh. Hey, Jesus is coming soon. God bless you. Remember, I'm Kevin McLean, and I believe Jesus is coming in my lifetime. May we be ready. May the hope of the coming of Jesus give us hope in the midst of these tragedies, these heart-breaking, heart-wrenching tragedies. Let us lift up our heads, friends, because soon and very soon we are going to see Jesus. Stay faithful. Amen.